All right, very close to 10. Leaving, heading to California. 10:12. Just brought my stuff to the car. Gonna go back down, get some voucher drinks. All three places downstairs had very long lines. I gotta go to Harrah's anyway for something. I'll get my drinks there. Got my drinks finally. 3 waters, 1 Gatorade, solid, and 1 more stop before I leave the city. You know where I'm going. At Canseco's, filling up before I head to California. This is a great gas station. That's the Orleans off in the distance. Quite the scenic view I have leaving the city, I would say. Driving past South Point. Do not sleep on South Point if you're in town, especially the midnight to 6 a.m. menu at Coronado Cafe. Burger and fries and biscuits and gravy was only $8.50 last time I was there in November. I am at some of yours favorite places. I'm at the Shack. Looks like it did, what was I here, 2-3 weeks ago? This thing is new. I don't know what this is. Looks like an old TV. This wasn't here a few weeks ago, now it is. But everything else is about the same. I really like this Shack. I mean, there's not much to it. Rotate your tires. How much of a scam is that? By the way, tell me in the comments your road trip foods. I like just raw produce. It's easy, healthy, limits the likelihood of needing to use a bathroom off the side of the interstate. Trail mix, crackers, also things like that. I got trail mix in the car. Peanuts, sunflower seeds. I like stuff like that. Very easy. You can eat it with your hands. I can eat while I'm driving. It's not expensive. It's not unhealthy. And it just, you know, the focus is driving the whole day. So I like stuff like that. So that's how I do it. Anything they sell by the pound, and you can just eat easily and quickly like this, and you could eat it raw. So heading back to the road, and I'll see you in California. Made it. Pretty nice room. Bring your own towel, of course. Ceiling fan. Solid bed. Night table. And view out the window. Not bad at all. I'll put the price at the bottom. And I'm about to head out, go play some poker. Not quite a challenge. I'd say more of a contest this time.
Death match.
Alright, my friend Herbs and Rye is calling it a death match. I'm not sure I would go that far, but definitely not a challenge this time. Few rules. I guess it's like a one-on-one poker contest. We're gonna play the same places, the same amount of time, the same stakes. We're gonna start with the same buy-in. What's the winner getting? We haven't really decided that.
You lose your firstborn child.
Alright, he wants it to be very extreme. Although I would imagine when it actually came to it, he would soften up. Ocean's 11. That circle on the left says it. It's kind of lit up so you can't really tell, but Herbs and Rye is way ahead in the challenge. You won, what, like 4? 359. I lost almost 8, so he's way ahead. Yeah, I had Herbs and Rye didn't see all these hands. We were at the same table. I had jacks on an ace-high board. I won, but I mean, it couldn't be a big pot. I had queens on an ace-high board and had to fold. I had top pair plus the nut flush draw plus a straight draw, which besides the draws, I'm just ahead a ton of the time. I happen to be behind and I happen to brick, so I lost that. And then this guy, was he even drunk? The other guy at the end called him the drunk guy. I think he was just like that.
Is that the guy in the 5 seat?
The guy on your left at the end.
No, he was drunk.
Oh, he just seemed like kind of weird. But,
he was weird and drunk.
Alright. I limped. He was going to raise between 25 and 50 with anything, and he did. Got 2 cold calls, so there was going to be $50 in dead money in there when I made it 125, and he was just going to shove, which he did. So it made it 227 to go for those 2 cold callers in the middle. One of them didn't seem to like it, called with ace queen, which I was ahead of, so I appreciate him calling with that. The run out didn't really help me when he hit an ace, so lost. I won tiny or I lost big. That
was a $900 pot, so that was the...
Yeah, it was 3 of us put in 227, that was the main, and then he had like another 125 that I matched for like 250 on the side. So yeah, that was a pretty good pot. That's a wrap on day 1. Herbs and Rye is up a ton of money in this challenge. Day 2, very sunny. Gotta go pick up Herbs and Rye, and then I think we're heading to Agua Caliente tonight. Alright, picked up Herbs and Rye. He's right there.
Crush all the old people. There's a lot of them here.
Alright, wasn't aware of that, but we're at Agua. Here we are. This is like one corner of the casino. Behind that tree, it says Agua Caliente. Can't do anything about the tree.
Well, we could cut it down.
But there is a much taller part of the casino. Herbs and Rye wants to cut it down, but it's fine where it is. We got about 4 hours left to play. I've had 2 main hands I played so far. Ace Queen versus Ace King on an ace high board, of course, and Queens versus Kings. So pretty terrible time as soon as I come to California to just start losing every single hand I play. But if it turns around, it'll be amazing in the other direction. Best I could do for you guys. Today, results. I gained $400 on Herbs and Rye by losing $395. I lost $395. Herbs and Rye lost $850. Results are at the bottom, the 2-day totals. And now I'm only like 617 behind. Herbs and Rye actually said if someone wins with a negative number, that shouldn't count. I thought it was a lot like winning a golf tournament with a score above par. I think someone should still win. But that's it. All right, meeting at Lake Elsinore, right in the sun. We're going to the rooms outside San Diego. All right, 6:58 for us, parked at Jamul. Oh, corrections to make. I'll put the corrected things at the bottom of the screen if this car doesn't kill us. All right. We just played about 4 hours. There were 3 games when we left to drive here. 6 1-3s going right now, I think. I lost 111. We're going to Sycuan in a few minutes. Herbs and Rye is finishing his last orbit. What's your result right now?
I won $246.
All right, so he made like $350 on me. So we're kind of back to where we were. I'm like down 900 in this challenge. See, I'm down 900, and I don't think I've won a hand. When I start winning hands, he's in trouble. All right, 2:54 a.m. driving back from Sycuan to, I parked at Lake Elsinore. That's where Herbs and Rye is dropping me off. I had a bit of a roller coaster session. 66 at Sycuan is my number. So now the graphics at the bottom while I'm talking will straighten anything out. So far, Jamul has been the worst, and Ocean's 11 of these 4 has been the best. And you've been telling me off camera that's kind of like typical. It was nothing out of the ordinary. Tomorrow, I will see you at Lake L, as I call it, and that's it for now. All right, day 4. It's about 6 p.m. In front of me, behind you, is Lake Elsinore. I've closed the gap with losing and small winning sessions, so you're only like $500 ahead, which is like, if you lose one hand, I win one hand, I'm ahead. Mid-session update, I guess. It's almost 9. I got trail mix in my car. I'm gonna eat some, head back in. Herbs and Rye is killing me. He had a hand at his table. It was $115 pre-flop, 5 ways. He turned a set and got paid all in on the river. All right, it's about 10 p.m. I won 67. And Herbs and Rye had a huge day though. What was your result today?
I won $1,490.
All right, so you're in the black and looking pretty good, but there's still 6 days left. And if I win a hand on the river, if I win a hand at Showdown, you're still in trouble. Because I won a few hands today, none of them actually got to Showdown. So if I win one at Showdown, I can see myself coming out of it. It's, I don't know, 6 something. And Herbs and Rye came right from work. Hawaiian Gardens, or the Gardens Casino, is just a little bit that way. We're in the city of Hawaiian Gardens. I've never been here. This is just a room, it's not a casino. It didn't look anything like an actual casino.
Hawaiian Gardens is a city.
The street signs say City of Hawaiian Gardens. The one right over there. Below the street name, it says City of Hawaiian Gardens. You know, I just said something very telling off camera. What was that?
I was wrong. It's called Hawaiian Garden City.
Yep. And I figured that out by reading. So don't underestimate reading, everybody. Reading, you can learn a lot from reading. All right, it's about 2:20 a.m. We just played about 7 hours at the Gardens Casino. I once again gained ground by losing. I got back to 5 something, lost 36 on the day. And here's Herbs and Rye. And first of all, what was your result?
I lost 455.
All right.
It was my kind of game. I got in the game for 800, then got to plus 600, then lost a $2,000 pot. Had to rebuy. Ended up in the game for 1,400. I cashed out 955. So.
All right. So -4.
If I would have hit a flush draw in a pot where I was getting the right odds, Rice here would be buried. There'd be no coming back. I would have won over 2K on the session, but it's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it's windy. You can tell by the flags, but it's a nice view of the mountains. It's only 1:57. We're here at Morongo early on a Tuesday. We're like 5th and 6th on the list. There's only 2 games going, so it might take a while for us to get on the list, but this is kind of a casino. You know, there's a bowling alley, some slot machines, poker, and I might get to show you a little bit of the area. I'm pretty much dead in this contest. Not that we know what the loser has to do, but Herbs and Rye is up about 840 right now. I'm down like 30 bucks. I remember one of his all-ins, he was way ahead. The guy was drawing dead on the turn. I remember another, he had a gut shot and hit backdoor 2-pair for the win. Some other hands in the middle, not as memorable. If I weren't already dead, I am now. Herbs and Rye just stacked a guy set for his overpair for like 600. He's up like 1850. All right, leaving a dinner at whatever that says. I'm kind of reading it backwards. BJ's Restaurant Brew House. And give me 1 second to focus this. I lost 133. So what was your result?
Won $1,856.
All right, numbers at the bottom. I'm not looking too good for this. Herbs and Rye came up with 5 things he would like to see me do or need to experience when I inevitably lose. 3 of them there's no chance I'm doing. 1 I'm willing to, but it's not up to me. I have to like find somebody and then do stuff. And so we're looking at 1 being most likely. That's a wrap on Morongo. All right, day 7. So these are the 5 things Herbs and Rye would like to see, any of them, when I inevitably lose this challenge. So number 1, clean shave. All right, so that one's not happening. And what's the next one? Never use a spoon ever again for life. That's also not happening. The one after that, drink 3 alcoholic beverages of Herbs and Rye's choosing and drink them all within 90 minutes. If it's beer, that's fine. I would do that. Next, we are looking at download an app onto my phone, which I don't have any apps, of Herbs and Rye's choosing, and I could delete it after a month. I don't want to mess up my phone and open the gateway into apps and Wi-Fi on my phone, so I'm not doing number 4 either. And finally, get Tony Big Charles on the channel and say publicly that him and I are friends. Number 5 I'm willing to do, but I can't just like find them. Like, you know, I'm not Liam Neeson in Taken. I can't just find people when I feel like it. All right, time at the bottom. We're here at 7 Mile, drove already. Very fitting drive. On the way, we listened to California by Phantom Planet and that Red Hot Chili Peppers song where he mentions LA. I don't even know the name of it. I lost 108 and Herbs and Rye is right here. What was the result, Herbs and Rye?
Managed to somehow lose $1,420.
So minus 1420, I gained ground. I think this is the 3rd day I'm gaining ground by losing. Could you imagine if I actually won? This is like a microcosm of my life in poker. I do pretty well, but could you imagine if I actually won hands every now and again? Now we're gonna go to Lake Elsinore, play some poker. It's Thursday, so it's opening day of baseball, ton of games on the TVs inside, and it's also Trooper Thursday, so warm regards to everyone over at the Westgate having a good time. I might or might not be making up ground. If it is, it's not much. I am up like 150. Herbs and Rye, we haven't been on the same table the entire time. I don't know what he's in for, so could be up on him for the day. No idea. So what was your result today?
Won $218.
Herbs and Rye, my result by the way, plus 56. Herbs and Rye had a 3-way all-in. He had kings, one guy had ace-10, one guy had 10-9. He held up. Things like that were happening at the table for a while. And that's about it. There's the Hustler. And I'm gonna get you a shot right before the train rolls by and blocks my view. Hustler now, Hollywood Park later. All right, 5 miles from Compton. We're about done playing. Hustler, we're going to Hollywood Park. It's not that far. I lost because I don't win hands anymore. Against the worst guy at the table, I got all in with top pair, and somehow he had me beat with top pair, better kicker. What was your result?
I lost $70.
All right, so he lost 70, I lost 159, which was pretty much what that guy started the hand with. Could have been worse. I mean, if he started the hand with 300, I'd just lose more. I wasn't folding to him.
DJ, what's your favorite DJ?
Okay, Herbs and Rye won 336. So you saw the Hustler numbers earlier, and now just the Hollywood Park numbers. In a rare turn of events, I lost ground by winning. I made 308 with the help of some strong hands and some weak play, but lost some ground, but at least I won some hands. That's a wrap on day 9. Right now, as I'm talking, the day 9 totals, Hustler plus Hollywood Park, and also that's it for the new rooms. So it's been 9 days, 10 casinos. Tomorrow is the final day, just another Lake Elsinore day, and I'm like a lot behind. Still not impossible. So we'll see what happens at Lake Elsinore tomorrow. And now that you saw the results for day 9, total for the 9 days at the bottom right now, keeping you updated. I actually don't know the number exactly. I have an idea, but you guys are seeing the numbers exactly. And we're gonna head down to the truck and drive back. Is there a Ralph's around here? That's all I wanted to say. Big Lebowski. Just had lunch, surf and turf burrito at Aztec Tacos. I lost 197 because I don't win hands anymore. You know what's interesting? I think we've been at the same table most of the 10 days. I think 4 times I had 2 pair or better. 3 of them were all in, and you saw the quad 9s last night at Hollywood Park. The guy folded for like my last 90 bucks on the river. It's been like incredibly efficient when I have a winning hand. I just would prefer to have more than 4 during a 10-day stretch. That's been the big problem. What do you think that guy had?
Only God knows.
And
I think he just didn't like you, and he just called you.
he was betting the whole way.
Yeah, no,
He took the lead from someone else pre. Someone else had the lead pre. This guy bet the flop, bet the turn, bet the river. I called, raised. And there was not much more. So Herbs and Rye won. He's not going to see me drink. I'll do it at the end of this video, although a different day in real time. I don't know how big bottles are. I thought they were 12. These cans are 16, 2 Dos Equis and a Modelo. And I have a giant plate of jambalaya to kick off my vacation. So it is 6:30 right now. Let me see if I can prove it. 6:30 p.m. There you see it. And I'll show you the first few sips. You're gonna have to largely take my word on it that I finished these 3 before 8 o'clock. Here is the first sip of the first Dos Equis. Andouille sausage and shrimp and red onion in the jambalaya. It's not that I'm an alcoholic, but I just don't like beer. I mean, Gatorade tastes way better. Arnold Palmer tastes way better. There's an Arnold Palmer up there behind the paper bags. My skin gets really hot when I drink beers quickly, so I'm not gonna die or anything, but I don't like beer. I'm doing something I don't like because I lost the challenge to Herbs and Rye. All right, first one's dead. Hear how hollow it is? Second one, only 7 minutes in. It's 6:37. I should have played better. All right. Never said explicitly, of course, using a spoon for a rice-based dish. And the last bit. Of beer number 2, slowing down. It's 7:14. Here's the last one, Modelo. I don't even like it as much as Dos Equis, but whatever. I got a little more jambalaya to go with it, and I have 46 minutes to finish it. I'll catch you in a second. All right, this has been brutal since the jambalaya ended, and there's no food to like cancel out how bad the beer tastes. I don't understand how people do this. You know when you're like washing dishes and there's like soapy water in the sink? It's like drinking soapy water that's made out of garbage. I don't understand why or how people do this. And if you say you like beer, I'm not going to believe you. I got a little bit left in this. Oh my God, this is so bad. Alright, that's it. Hope everyone at Herbs and Rye enjoyed it. Next time, I'll just make sure to get my bluffs through and make a ton of boats and win a lot more than him, so I don't need to do this ever again. And there's the time, 1 hour, 16 minutes.